Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here too. If you want to build strong, defined shoulders at home with only dumbbells, today I'm going to show you 3 of the best dumbbell exercises to target all areas of your shoulders. This means the front, the medial, and the rear deltoid. When working your shoulders, it is important to ensure you are hitting all of those areas to create that well-rounded, balanced look. And of course, to help your muscles move optimally. The shoulder isn't just one muscle, so this means we need to be performing different exercises to hit specific areas. So the front or anterior deltoid. This helps with pressing movements, pressing away from your body and bringing your arms up and forward. The medial delt. This gives your shoulders that well-rounded, sort of capped look. These muscles help with movements away from your body. And finally, the rear or the posterior deltoid. We often miss this muscle and don't see it as an important part to work. This muscle here helps with posture and balance and also pulling things towards you like a rowing type movement. So if you want strong, balanced shoulders, you need to train all 3 areas. And today, I've got the perfect exercises for you. I do want you to note that these are not the only exercises you can do, nor am I suggesting that they're the best exercises. However, they are highly effective exercises when done consistently and correctly, and I include all 3 of these in my training on a regular basis. Just before we move on to these exercises, let's talk about how you can get the best results from your shoulder workouts. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that different rep ranges and different weights will determine the types of results you can get from the training. As a general sort of rule of thumb or something to go by, and this is not super strict, but anything under say 5 to 6 reps, you're training primarily for power and strength. I don't personally train with this rep range, nor do I have this sort of training in my workouts on my YouTube channel. For muscle growth, hypertrophy, a general rep range of say 8 to 15 reps per set at 75 to 80% of your 1 rep maximum is a good guide to go by, and this is the rep range we will work with today. Now, do note that science does suggest that you can still build muscle with a rep range over 15, and I personally vary the rep ranges I use as well as the weights that I use. But today, to keep it very simple, we're just going to go with 8 to 15 reps. One key element though that you need to take away from this is applying progressive overload. This means gradually increasing the intensity of the training over time. You can do this by increasing the weight, increasing the reps, increasing the sets, or slowing down the movement. Without progressive overload, your muscles won't grow. The moment your workout starts to feel too easy and you're not feeling challenged, this is a sign to increase something or change it up a wee bit. All right, now we're going to get into the exercises. First up, we have the front press. This is one of the best compound movements to hit the front delt while also engaging your triceps and upper chest. Here's how to do it. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Hold a dumbbell in each hand down the front of your body. Palms should be facing towards your legs. Press the weights straight up at shoulder height without locking your elbows. Make sure your elbows remain slightly relaxed. As you press forward, keep your core very tight. Now, when performing this exercise, you really want to avoid arching your back as you push forward. Keep your shoulders down, keep your core strong, and don't cave through your chest. Start with 8 to 12 reps using a weight that challenges you without losing proper form. Okay, next exercise, we're focusing on the medial delt. We're going to do lateral raises. Hold a dumbbell in your hand at the sides of your body. Palms should be facing your legs. Press your shoulders back and place your feet about shoulder width apart. Brace your core and lift the weights up and out to the sides. You want to keep your elbows slightly relaxed. Don't lock your elbows as you bring the weights up. Hold them for a moment at shoulder height and then slowly lower them back down. What you don't want to do when performing this exercise is use momentum to swing up and arch your back. All right, you want to keep your full body nice and still, keep your core locked, and it's just the arms. You're just using the arm strength to bring the dumbbells up and out to the sides. Okay, and finally, we're going to hit the rear delt with the bent over reverse flies. All right, what you want to do here is hold a dumbbell in each hand and lean forward with a nice flat back. You can have your feet shoulder width apart or slightly closer. Now you want to avoid rounding your shoulders. You're going to press the dumbbells up and out to the sides, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then slowly lower the weights back down. You want to avoid shrugging and hunching your shoulders up. While performing this exercise, be very conscious of what your back is doing, okay? If you notice it starting to arch too much, flatten it out again. Now, when you start these exercises, you may need to alter the type of weights that you do. It may be helpful to have a few different dumbbell weights to experiment with. In general, not every exercise you do will be able to be done with the same weight. Exercises have a different range of motion depending on what you're doing, okay? And you're going to be stronger in different areas. Okay, guys, so that's 3 very effective shoulder exercises that will hit the front, medial, and rear delt. Now just remember, there is no one way to train for hypertrophy. It is not strictly 8 to 15 reps. Now for all of these exercises, I recommend doing 8 to 15 reps and 3 to 4 sets of each. Really push out those last couple of reps, okay? Ideally, you should have a weight that's heavy enough that you're able to complete each rep with the correct form, but it's challenging you enough that the last few reps are becoming a real struggle or you're failing that last rep. Remember, the most important thing here is progressive overload. If the training is getting too easy, if the exercise is too easy with that weight, switch it up, make it harder. Also, consistency. You can't do this just for a couple of weeks and expect to get results, okay? It's a lifestyle. You need to be doing this week after week and building on this. You can have the best workout plan out there, but if you're not consistent with it, there's just no way you can get results. One last thing, nutrition. It plays a huge role in the results that you can expect to get. You need to be fueling your body properly on a daily basis, and that means high protein, because protein is the building blocks of muscle. You want carbohydrates in your diet to fuel your workouts, to give you the energy to get you through the workouts, and you want healthy fats. Stick to a nutritious whole food diet 80% of the time and 20% everything else that you like. This is the rule I go by, and this has helped me maintain and build my physique for many years. But what's more important when it comes to nutrition and training like this is how it actually makes me feel inside. When I eat well, when I train well, I feel good. I have energy, I'm alert, I'm focused, and my mood is overall better. So find a training style that works for you, stick with it, and you'll see results. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions, please leave me a comment. Thanks so much for watching and supporting, and we'll see you next time.